Hello, good evening to you all. My name is Michael Abdul Karim. I'm 47 years old, photographer by profession, and an associate pastor in Peace Chapel International, UK, Telford branch. I'm father of 5, married to Elizabeth Nuopo, now Mrs. Elizabeth Abdul Karim. I live in UK. Now, I want to share with you about how I managed the death of my late wife and a baby. It was on the 20th of October 2012. My late wife, Amabrekwa, was due, and we happily drove to the clinic. By getting there, the nurses said the contraction was far. So we were sitting down having a chat and giving all sorts of names that we want to call the baby girl. Little did I know that death is knocking at my door. She went into the labor ward by 9 o'clock. 9:30, midwife came out to say she's no more. It was hard to believe. That moment, I saw darkness. That moment, I couldn't even realize where I'm standing. That moment, I saw that I was at the end of the road. I couldn't control myself. I cried because I couldn't believe it. I called our resident pastor, Reverend Kwame Dapa of Peace Chapel International, our head office in Ghana. He came over with my in-law, Abuaje. They came to hold me, talk to me, make sure I'm okay, prepare the body and send it to the morgue. But still, I was telling them, she's alive. I went to the midwife, asked her a question. She couldn't speak. Because she told me, your wife always comes for antenatal and there's no trace of sickness in her. I'm shocked. She was here in the morning. Because I quite remember that fateful morning I went to work with Standard Chartered Bank, and Asedua, who is now the PR of Standard Chartered Bank, brought me to pick my car at Opebia. And I told her, hey, listen, tomorrow by this time, I'm going to be a father of 4. My wife is expecting a baby. And she said, congratulations. That night, I called Asida to tell her, my wife is no more. She couldn't believe it. She said, Karim, you are lying. I said, it's true. I needed somebody to talk to, so that they would tell me it's not true. But hey, if death knock at your door, you have no answer to his call. Reverend Dapa came back to the house after the morgue to be with me and my in-law and the rest of the family in the house. But hey, when such thing happen to you, people will come and they will go. They will leave you alone at night. What do you do then? What I did was to console myself. There's one thing that I believe. Although I was grieving, but I remember something that she told me. She said, as I'm in Christ, she has done her work. But I never knew that she was going to die such a painful death. So as we entered into the mortuary, I saw mothers and their babies lying on the floor. Some of them were having twins. And as we went in further, we saw my late wife and her baby. Auntie Samira was with me. And Reverend Sarah Asedu, my auntie, one of my auntie. They say, so Michael, so it's true that Amma is gone. It was a hard moment for me. Seeing fresh babies and their mothers. I've never experienced it before. We came out, went home. My senior bishop came to me, talked to me, prayed with me. The church, everybody, the whole area, my friends, those who heard about the news, started trooping into the house. Still, I was in doubt. Looking at these 3 cases, whatness. But I took counsel in the Lord. Console myself. Because you know what? When death knocks at your door, you can't do anything. Amma is gone. I'm alone. Looking into Jesus' eyes, but then he was the youngest. 7-year-old boy. He looked into my eyes. They said, what happened to Mommy? They said, Mommy is dead. Is it true? And I said, yes. It's true because at that moment, you can't say anything than to tell the kids the truth. They cried. But hey, what can they do? At night, when you look around, you see nobody. You are left in the room alone. And you always remember the good times you share. After 15 years of marriage, and she's gone. Family really supported. Church, Peace Chapel International, they did very well. All the pastors were with me, praying with me, because they saw that it wasn't easy. And there's one thing about me. When I go to where people are grieving, even before my wife's death, I always say, it is well. So the church, everybody call me, it is well. Because I'll make sure I'll put a smile on your face. But when it happened to me, I saw that really, indeed, it is well. Emotionally, it affects me. I fell sick and I was admitted at Holy Trinity. Then the third day, my daughter, Sarah, too, fell sick. We both came home after admission. Then, before the burial, Joachim fell sick too. It was like end of the road for me again. But I continued to pray, looking unto God. When it happens like that, you hear a lot of things. Even from those who loves you. A lot of rumors. A lot of things that you don't even know about against you. But I learned something from the book of Job, chapter 1, from verse 2. Where after hearing all these things, Job just torn his dress, have a shave, and kneel and pray to God. He praised him. He said, blessed be the name of God. So it get to a time, I said, let God be God. Let God be God in this situation. It get to a time I wanted to really kill myself. But still, the word of God is telling me, do you know what is ahead of you? Be strong. Then one day, before the burial, I used to support neocons by taking photography for free. Minister Neokine, and his song, the hymns, inspired me a lot. And I always remember that he told me that whenever you go into trouble, remember that you sing a hymn. And there's one line that I always remember in his song. Say, with Christ in the vessel, I smile at the storm. With Christ in the vessel, you smile at the storm. The storm of life has come. You are a believer, a child of God. You have to smile. That's how I overcome this pain. We arranged for burial. They buried her on the 4th of December. And that same day, this case, were writing exams. They are promotional exams. I was weak. Because when I look at it, I say, how can these guys cope with it? But hey, they encouraged themselves in the Lord. They went in the morning, wrote the exams. The driver brought them back, changed into morning clothes, came to the funeral. Joachim really tried. He read a biography of his mother. And I tell you, these kids were my source of joy. They encouraged me. And also, a man called Echo, a painter, came to me. He said, because people will be asking you questions, for this issue not to kill you or weigh you down, keep Psalm 23 in your head and read it every day. Because he was telling me, a lot of people went through this and they get mad. Some of them died. Some of them caused suicide and died. But every child of God, when trouble comes, look unto him. Because when death comes, your loved ones, they turn back at you. When death comes, that's where you know who your best friends are. So I made Jesus my best friend. I made Jesus my comforter. I made Jesus my God. He took me through. It wasn't easy for me. Bishop Adolfo did very well. He and his family. My elders did very well. But as always, there's a saying that if you be a man from the church, some of them make stories out of the issue. Some of the ladies said, what will I do with a man with 3 kids? All sorts of stories. But we were able to go past that storm. It really affects my job. Because sometimes I have an appointment with a client and it's like, I'm forgotten. I can't remember. They will call me and I'll rush. And they say, Karim, what is wrong with you? We told you that it's been some months now. You have to let it go and let God come in and continue with your life. But thanks be to God, I met good people like Neokain who tolerate me, like Andy Tyra Obobi in Ghana Commercial Bank who tolerate me. Neokain is in Stanchart and Tyra Obobi in Ghana Commercial Bank. They'll tolerate me and say, Karim, we know what you are going through, but don't let it affect your job. Aaron will say, Karim, from Nestle, Rosemary, all the guys that I've worked with, they were like, we know what we are going through, but don't let it weigh you down. Move on, you have kids to take care of. That moment was a moment that I can never forget in my life. After the burial, 2 months later, I decided no, the way people are coming to our old house to cry, to let these kids cry, it will affect them also emotionally and physically. So we decided to leave Tantra Hill to Kasua. We moved to Kasua. A lot of people raised their voices and say all sorts of things against me. Little did they know that I was looking for a better place or a good environment for my kids and myself. And that was where Andy Tyra Obobi in Ghana Commercial Bank, who tolerate me. Neokain is in Stanchart and Tyra Obobi in Ghana Commercial Bank. They'll tolerate me and say, Karim, we know what you are going through, but don't let it affect your job. Aaron will say, Karim, from Nestle, Rosemary, all the guys that I've worked with, they were like, we know what we are going through, but don't let it weigh you down. Move on, you have kids to take care of. That moment was a moment that I can never forget in my life. After the burial, 2 months later, I decided no, the way people are coming to our old house to cry, to let these kids cry, it will affect them also emotionally and physically. So we decided to leave Tantra Hill to Kasua. We moved to Kasua. A lot of people raised their voices and say all sorts of things against me. Little did they know that I was looking for a better place or a good environment for my kids and myself. And that was where I found out that, look, if you go through troubles, it's either you relocate or you find somewhere that people can appreciate you and also encourage you. It gets to a time where I have to leave everything just because of this case. But hey, I'm happy to see them today because they fought the battle with me and we are victorious. After 2 years, God bless us with another mother called Elizabeth. She loved the Lord. She's a Sunday school teacher presently at Peace Chapel International in UK here with me. Telford, we have 2 kids, Nathan and Stephanie. I'm here to share this with you. I know maybe your story is different. I know maybe you won't get people around you like I did. I know maybe you won't get the church to be behind you. I know you won't get the companies to still give you business. But I want you to know that you have Christ. Never give up. For the Lord can change your story. It's sad. But I know God will be your comforter. Amen.